Hello, and very nice connecting with you on a subject coming out of the dream. So, in other words, the presumption here is uh, we all are dreamers. But let us try and understand a very interesting phenomena in human beings. And what is this? A dream is a known thing. We all have dreams. And when anyone is in a dream, what happens is he does not know that he is dreaming. Only when he comes out of the dream, then he can know that he was dreaming. Something similar happens with children. When they are in their childish behavior, they don't say they are childish. Only when they become adult, grow out of their childishness, then they can say that behavior was childish. There's another parallel of this is psychosis. When a person is under the delusion and is in psychosis, then he may be doing things, saying things, doing many things, believing in certain things, and and he does not know he is doing anything wrong or he's under delusion. When he comes out of it, when he becomes normal, then he says, "What the hell I was in? I was sort of deluded at that time." But only when he comes out. Now, this same is with the dream, and let us now see the phenomena of a dream. There is a dream. It also means there is a waking reality beyond. And the waking reality is completely different. It is not some continuation of the dream. Dream is one word, waking reality is disconnected completely. When a person wakes up, he is connected to the waking reality and he can see the dream as a joke. When he was dreaming, everything appeared very serious. He was, having panic or he was excited. He had emotions, but when he has come out of the dream, then all of that disappears. He can laugh at what happened in the dream. When a person comes out of the dream, he even discovers himself, not just the waking world. Waking world includes he discovers his parents, his life, his job. He is connected to his world, but he even gets connected to himself. In the dream, he was seeing something. These are like we can call them dream characters. He was not even aware who he really is. It is a dream character. Like for example, in life, he might be having a certain job, but in dream, he might not see him that way. He might see himself in some other role also. So this is the phenomena. Now we are saying and making a big claim that at present we this so-called world itself is a dream world. We are in this dream reality, and it's a closed system, as we were saying before. When someone is dreaming, in that there is no way of him knowing that there is a reality beyond. When he wakes up, then he can know. In the same way, what if we are in a dream? If this is a question asked to human beings, here we are talking human beings, 100% of human beings. They may be doing amazing jobs in all kinds, in politics, science, medical world. But if they are asked, what if this is a dream? They cannot really say this is not a dream because we are in that closed system. We have no reference. Everything is operated upon this. We just have to get out of this. And in some jargon, It's a jump. So we have to take this jump out of this world. Waking up is like this. You just get out of it. And if we wake up, come out of this dream, we are discovering the waking reality. This is not a small thing. It is not that, oh, that is nice, someone is trying to wake up, but we are okay. No, when you are in a dream, you are not useful to yourself, you are not useful to others. In dream, you may be having great plans and great success. It's a waste of time. To wake up is essential for our own benefit and in our interest. But also, if we are claiming to be of useful and benefit to others, then waking up is a precondition. What would that mean? What can we do here to wake up, to take that jump? And in this, the nice step that we need is, and something that can favor us, is the intellect. We need an intellect that can see the bigger map, bigger world. You know, just like one who is dreaming, he is connected to the bigger world beyond. One who is asleep, it is the light that helps him wake up. Same way here. We need more clarity, more knowledge, more light. Light in this case, clarity. You know, uh, and when we are speaking of the highest intellect that can hold the highest clarity, putting in other words, if there is darkness, a person is more likely to fall asleep, go into the dream. And in our present situation, ego within us wants us to sleep. The reason ego will die if you wake up. It is a false ego or identities. They are based on the dream world. They are alive because you are in a dream state. So there are these factors acting. There is a one intellect, and a stone intellect is against us, ego are against us waking up. Then there is darkness and confusion, ignorance. All of this promotes the dream reality and life of the ego within that dream and delusion. Here, to overcome this delusion, we need light, clarity, the highest intellect. When we see in this highest intellect, experiment with it. Now we experiment with it. We are just playing. This is all we can experiment, is play. We are seeing this whole physical world as part of something bigger. This is a little the step we are taking. This is the world that is going on, but there's something more than this. And what is beyond this is the real world. So, in this sketch that we are going to see, uh, we see that there is the real world, bigger world, sky. Let us see this world as we are seeing this as a premise, and in this sky we see the two stars. So this um, this sky is, let us start with this position. This is the normal reality of us. This world is beyond the dream. So, by definition, the rules of the dream don't apply here. The features of the dream are within the limits of the dream, they don't apply beyond. So, dream, everything has limits and has beginning and end. whereas this dimension is without beginning and an end. It has no limits. Now, this understanding releases us from this subconscious drive for survival. And when we are in this, when we lose the sight of this sky, our life is ruled by desire to survive. Because this death and end and change and unpredictability of this world bothers us at a deep level. And so we cannot do anything unless we address this. When we wake up, when we are seeing from this position, the sky position, we realize there is immortality here. Everyone is safe. Everything is safe. So this our curse that exists in this dream world of death and end and change and unpredictability, that it doesn't apply anymore. That is not that is not there. You are free from it. And when you are free from this um, aspect, what remains is silent contentment, silent peace, genuine bliss. Everything is good, everyone is good. Zero desperation, zero anxiety, zero reason for sorrow, zero greed. Now, this is like a big prize at a deep level. That's why we can safely claim that the waking reality is higher than the sweetest dream. What we have got, our starting position, that itself is such an amazing thing because we cannot buy these feelings of contentment, bliss, fullness, and peace. That they are super sensuous experiences. This is the speciality of this dimension. And the one who wakes up, he discovers he is like a prince. More accurately, we can use the word he is the angelic prince. As we are saying, this is a jump. We are just experimenting with it. We are just seeing what if. But only by doing this, we can then see the dream as a dream. It is not that you are seeing this and then you can go and prove it in the laboratory for others to be convinced about this. It's unfortunately, that principle doesn't apply here. That dream is a closed system. There cannot be anything produced within that closed system to convince anyone, or that is not the aim. But um, the aim is for us, individuals. We have to wake up as if and experiment what exists in the waking dimension, discover the sweetness of the reality. This world, it so happens, this is the world of the real, real family. This is the real home, but also the home of God. God doesn't live in the dream. In the dream, we may pray to God and worship and create statues of Him and fight in His name. That can happen at that level. but he can only exist at the real level. And this is the twist that everyone is in. To meet him, to experience his greatness, his company, we need to wake up. We need to come out of this dream. It will be nice to hear any thoughts or any comments, questions from the world of waking reality and world of dreams. To even in those who are dreaming, if they just question, is this a dream? If they question it, that has a power, that has power to help them. Uh, that process can lead them to the waking uh, position, as opposed to someone who is completely settled in their dream world and just is waiting for some sweet dream and doesn't want to wake up. Completely ego is content. Then there are less chances of he waking up. Someone questions it. Is this a dream? Could this be a dream? This kind of question that has power to help him wake up. Thank you. We'll create few minutes meditation. A few minutes. And as was mentioned, our meditation should lead to us coming out of the dream. That would be a good aim. We don't want to waste our time and life in some level of delusion. As was mentioned, we have the option to use the best intellect, light, sight, clarity. See the big map. See what if this whole physical world is a dream world and we are just caught in this matrix. And this intellect helps us go beyond the matrix, go beyond this physical dimension, and come in this world of light, just like a sky, world of complete silence. World of light, world of silence, world of the real people, which they look like stars, world that is beyond the limits, no limits of the dream. That's why change is less. The real world. We see these real people in the image of stars. They have no obsession about dream details. They do not need to think about the dream. They have no complaints of the dream. They have no worries about the dream. As we continue on our journey, we aim to stay awake. We aim to remain connected to the waking world, experience that personality of the awake prince. And this personality, he knows he is immensely lucky. Everything about him is the best. His life is with God, life is with princess, angelic princess, life of perfection and beauty, fullness. This is a reality for him. This waking world is like this. Everyone is perfect. If there is no desires, desperations, no, they don't have to solve this dream. What remains is silent bliss, silent peace, world of immortality. That's what they are dealing with. They know they are lucky. They know they are loved by God. They belong to God. They are from the world of God. Their life is for the task of God. There can be what can be a higher task than this helping others discover this